What if I told you that becoming wealthy doesn't require luck, high income, or insider knowledge? Just a few simple decisions repeated over time. In this video, we're breaking down The Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins, a roadmap to financial freedom that shows you how to let your money work for you, so you can finally live life on your own terms. The Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins. Your roadmap to financial independence and a rich, free life. Introduction. The journey toward financial freedom. The Simple Path to Wealth was born out of J.L. Collins's heartfelt letters to his daughter, a father wanting to teach his child how to handle money wisely. What started as personal advice grew into one of the most celebrated financial independence books ever written. Collins realized that most people struggle with money not because they lack intelligence, but because the financial world is full of noise, complexity, and fear. Advisors, media, and Wall Street often make investing seem mysterious, but Collins breaks it all down with refreshing clarity. His central message is this: you don't need to be rich to build wealth. What you need is understanding, discipline, and a long-term mindset. The Simple Path is about freeing yourself from financial dependence so you can live life on your own terms. True wealth, Collins says, is freedom, the ability to spend your time however you want. And this book shows exactly how to get there. 1. The importance of financial independence. Financial independence, or FI, is the core idea that drives everything in this book. It means reaching the point where you no longer need to work for money, because your money now works for you. Collins argues that most people misunderstand what wealth truly is. They equate it with luxury cars, designer clothes, and big houses. But those things often come with debt, stress, and dependence. Financial independence, on the other hand, gives you something far more valuable: control over your time. When you're financially independent, you can choose to work, take time off, travel, or pursue creative passions without worrying about bills. He reminds readers that every dollar you spend today is a dollar you trade for your freedom tomorrow. When you view money as a tool for independence, your entire relationship with it changes. Ultimately, financial independence isn't about being rich, it's about being free. 2. The power of saving and frugality. Wealth starts with one habit: saving. Collins makes it clear that no investment strategy in the world can help you if you're not saving consistently. He advises saving as much as you reasonably can, ideally 50% of your income if you're serious about early financial freedom. But even if you can't save that much, the key is to start now, stay consistent, and let compounding work over time. Collins also reframes frugality. It's not about being cheap or denying yourself joy. It's about spending intentionally, directing your money toward what truly matters instead of wasting it on fleeting pleasures or social comparisons. He encourages readers to adopt a minimalist mindset, to find happiness in simplicity. Every unnecessary purchase delays your financial freedom. Every dollar saved is a small act of liberation. In short, frugality isn't deprivation, it's empowerment. 3. Avoiding debt and the illusion of wealth. Debt, Collins says, is the #1 obstacle to financial freedom. He calls it a form of modern slavery because it traps people in jobs they dislike and keeps them anxious about money. He warns particularly against credit card debt, calling it toxic and dangerous. The high interest rates make it nearly impossible to escape once you fall behind. His advice: if you have debt, make it your top priority to pay it off fast. He also criticizes the illusion of wealth that society glorifies: the cars, the expensive homes, the designer brands. These symbols of success often hide financial insecurity underneath. Real wealth is quiet. It's not flashy or loud. It's in your savings account, your investments, and your peace of mind. The illusion of wealth fades quickly. True wealth builds slowly but lasts a lifetime. 4. The stock market, your ally in wealth building. For many people, the stock market seems scary or complicated. But J.L. Collins makes it simple. The stock market is your best friend on the road to financial independence, if you understand how to use it. He explains that the stock market, over the long term, has always gone up despite short-term crashes. Every dip is temporary. Every crash is followed by recovery. The key is to stay invested. Don't try to time the market. Don't chase trends. Just keep investing regularly and let time and compounding do the work. Collins believes that owning a share of great American companies, through index funds, is the easiest and most reliable way to grow wealth. His advice can be summed up in one line: spend less than you earn, invest the surplus, avoid debt, and let compounding work its magic. 5. The power of compound growth. Compound growth is the engine that drives wealth creation. It's the process where your money earns returns, and then those returns start earning returns themselves. Collins calls compounding the eighth wonder of the world. It's how small, consistent actions today lead to massive results over time. For example, investing just $500 a month at an average return of 7% can grow to over $600,000 in 30 years, without you lifting a finger. But compounding only works if you give it time. That's why Collins urges readers to start investing as early as possible. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow exponentially. He also warns against interrupting compounding by withdrawing or panicking during downturns. The secret is to stay invested, always. 6. Why index funds beat everything else. J.L. Collins is famous for his unwavering advocacy of index funds, particularly the Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund, VTSAX. He explains that index funds outperform most actively managed mutual funds because they're simple, low-cost, and diversified. Rather than trying to pick individual winners, you own a small piece of every major company in the market. This eliminates the need for guesswork and protects you from poor management decisions or emotional investing. The low fees are another huge advantage. Over decades, saving even 1% in annual fees can mean hundreds of thousands of dollars more in your pocket. His investment strategy is as simple as it gets. Put your money into low-cost index funds. Keep investing regularly. Don't touch it. By staying the course, you'll automatically ride the growth of the economy without stress or speculation. 7. The FU money concept. One of Collins's most memorable ideas is FU money. This is the amount of money that gives you the power to walk away from anything that doesn't serve you. A bad boss, a toxic job, or a risky situation. Having FU money doesn't mean you're retired or wealthy. It simply means you're not financially desperate. You can make decisions from a place of strength, not fear. This concept is liberating because it shifts your mindset from dependency to independence. You stop being controlled by financial fear and start living life on your own terms. For many people, even a small savings cushion, a few months of expenses, can serve as their first FU fund. It's not about how much you have. It's about the freedom it gives you. 8. The role of bonds and asset allocation. While stocks are powerful wealth builders, Collins also acknowledges the importance of bonds, especially as you approach financial independence or retirement. Bonds are more stable and less volatile than stocks, which makes them ideal for preserving wealth rather than growing it. He suggests keeping things simple with an allocation like this. In your younger years, 80 to 100% in stocks for growth. As you get older, gradually shift a portion, maybe 20 to 40%, to bonds for stability. The goal isn't to chase the highest returns. It's to maintain balance and peace of mind. Your allocation should reflect your risk tolerance and stage of life, but simplicity is always key. 9. How to handle market crashes. Market crashes terrify many investors, but Collins views them as opportunities rather than disasters. He reminds readers that every major market crash in history has been temporary. The market always recovers and then surpasses previous highs. The biggest mistake people make during downturns is panic selling. They let fear take over and sell at the worst possible time, locking in losses. Collins's rule is simple: never sell during a crash. If anything, keep buying because stocks are on sale. He compares it to shopping. If you liked a stock at $100, why not love it at $70? By staying calm and continuing to invest during downturns, you allow compounding to work even faster when the market rebounds. Patience and emotional discipline are your greatest investing superpowers. 10. The path to financial independence. Reaching financial independence means your investments generate enough income to cover your living expenses, so you no longer need a paycheck. Collins gives readers a simple formula to find their FI number. FI equals annual expenses times 25. This is based on the 4% rule, which states that you can safely withdraw 4% of your investments each year without running out of money. For example, if you need $40,000 a year to live, you'll need about $1 million invested to be financially independent. Once you hit that number, work becomes optional. You can retire early, pursue hobbies, travel, volunteer, or start a business. Not for survival, but for joy. Financial independence isn't just about quitting your job. It's about reclaiming your life. 11. Freedom, happiness, and purpose. J.L. Collins emphasizes that money itself isn't the goal, freedom is. He reminds readers that financial independence gives you the power to live a life aligned with your values. You can focus on family, creativity, travel, or making a difference, whatever truly matters to you. Happiness doesn't come from having more things. It comes from peace of mind and the ability to choose how you spend your time. Once money stops being a source of stress, it becomes a tool for joy, generosity, and purpose. In the end, Collins says, the simple path to wealth leads not just to riches, but to a richer life. 12. The simple path summed up. J.L. Collins's message is timeless and clear. 1. Avoid debt. 2. Live below your means. 3. Save and invest consistently. 4. Invest in low-cost index funds. 5. Stay the course no matter what happens. 6. Let compounding build your wealth. 7. Reach financial independence and live free. He proves that the path to wealth doesn't require complexity, luck, or insider knowledge. Just a simple plan, followed faithfully over time, can transform your financial life. The Simple Path to Wealth is a book of financial wisdom and life wisdom. It teaches that freedom, not fortune, is the ultimate measure of success. Conclusion: the true riches. In the end, the simple path to wealth isn't about money. It's about freedom, simplicity, and peace of mind. J.L. Collins invites us to step off the treadmill of consumerism and step onto a path of clarity and purpose. The secret isn't hidden in Wall Street or complex formulas. It's right here. Spend less, invest wisely, and let time do the rest. When you follow this simple path, wealth becomes inevitable, and with it, the freedom to live a truly rich and meaningful life. And that's the simple path to wealth, not just a guide to money, but a roadmap to freedom. J.L. Collins reminds us that wealth isn't about luxury or luck. It's about making simple, consistent choices that lead to independence. So start today. Save more, invest simply, and trust the process. Because every smart decision you make moves you one step closer to financial freedom. If this summary inspired you, give it a thumbs up and tell me in the comments. What does financial freedom mean to you? And don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing book summaries that help you grow in wealth, mindset, and purpose. Thanks for watching, and remember, the path to wealth is simple. But it starts with you taking that first step.